afternoon, everybody. I am the Crypto Crow. Is my audio good? I don't know. I want to make sure I don't sound like a robot. I'm sporting the Crow Your Coin shirt for those of you who don't yet have one. I've actually been working on the new JasonAppleton.com website all day long, and I wanted to just kind of talk a little bit about well, I'm probably not going to be live later tonight, so I figured, the whole family left the house today. Stepson's got drum lessons, and my wife took my daughter. All I have left in the house is the cat, and it looks like I'm dropping frames. I don't know what's been going on with this computer, but it's been acting kind of funny, so hopefully it doesn't sound like hell in a handbasket. If it does, let me know. I'll try to reset some things. Sounds good. Want a shirt? Love that shirt. Want one? If you want the shirt, you can get, there's two versions. I'll show you. JasonAppleton.com, which this is the old version of my site. This is it's the current version. I'm updating it now. I'll show you that too. It's, you just click up here, merch tab. Pretty simple stuff. And you can get all kinds of stuff. Coffee mugs, t-shirts. I just go through Zazzle. Nothing special. Personally, I think some of it's a little overpriced. But I bought my own stuff. So, yeah, you can get all kinds of stuff for kids, decks of cards, just, a bunch of random stuff. So if you dig it, grab it. I don't really make much, but it's just a branding thing for fun. And hopefully everybody has some fun with that. The new version of the website, I'll show you guys. I think it's called New Crow. It'll probably launch tonight. I'll probably make it live tonight, but there's still a bunch of stuff that I want to do to it. But basically, I didn't like the way the content was distributed on the old site. And I wanted to make it easy access for everybody. So, that's kind of what I'm working on. And I'm still working on perfecting it. I've got my profit trailer banner, my Udemy banner, and then I've got the main things. You can't really see it. I get a lot of people emailing me and telegramming me like, are you real? Is this the real you? No, it's not. So I put these four main sections up here for people because these are typically what, the main questions are. And you can't see it fully on the screen here. But I've got, information about the channel, people that want me to review their ICOs, the Crypto Crow TV show that I'm working on, and then Crypto Crow fakes and scammers. So I've got those four things because those are the most important, and it trickles down. So hopefully that'll launch tonight. I've been working on it all day, and so that'll be some fun stuff. And let's see here. SEK is Swedish crown. Now you know. Cool, Eric. Thank you. That's cool. Got some Swedish crowns in my pocket. And I want a crow mug. You got one with Geezer. Just heard a meow. Yeah, that's Little Bit. That's our youngest cat who is getting really fat, and she tortures the other cat. And but her and Max, our dog, are like best friends. They're like Milo and Otis. They're the sweetest, cutest thing. Cat freaked you out in an earlier video. You know what's funny? You sexy man. What's funny is somebody had posted in the Telegram channel today a picture or a video of them watching one of my videos, and like my background, it sucks watching these dropped frames. So I know that the video is going to be a little choppy at some points. But if you look back here, I have crows kind of circling around. Well, they have a video of their cat lunging at the crows, trying to get the birds on their screen. So I thought that was kind of funny. So I actually planned on sharing that, but I forgot all about it until just now. So anyway, looking at the market, I mean, we're getting close to $7,000 again, and there's a lot of cool stuff going on. I was just going to kind of go over some news and then go over, I get a lot of people asking me, what's more profitable, mining or investing? And I'm going to give you the real scoop because obviously I've done both. I built my own custom mining rig and mined for quite a while, and then I sold it. So, but I'll go into that in a little bit more detail. Looking at the news, the second quarter of 2018 may bring some respite for beleaguered Bitcoin bulls. The world's largest cryptocurrency by market valuation seems to have found a bottom around the $6,500 mark, having dropped 50% in the first quarter, notably the worst quarter one performance on record. Overall, it's safe to say bulls have been struggling to find their feet, as indicated by stagnant prices and a narrowing price range. all this stuff, everything, we're already starting to see it. Like, all of the news is already starting, it's going to start coming out and telling everybody, yay, the sky is coming, and, the clouds are going to start separating and revealing the sun for the, I think it's funny when articles, like, you've got writers who write these articles as though they're like some sort of, like, official authority. Like, I think it's been made abundantly clear now that this is a cycle, and I guess that's kind of what this guy's saying. I mean, he's basically looking at the patterns in the past, and he's going over it in a little bit more of a technical way. But I feel like at this point, anybody that's on YouTube gets it. Like, you already know what's going on, and we know that things are going to recover and things are going to get better. So, Utrust having big news soon, way undervalued right now. I agree. I'm looking forward to that because I have Utrust. I like Utrust. I think I reviewed their ICO and I really liked it. So, gotta love the mainstream media. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But here's one thing that does surprise me that I'm actually really happy for, because this was one of the first ICOs I bought into, is Golem. And I got a lot of it. So it's nice to see that there's some price action, and so Golem arrives. One of Ethereum's most ambitious apps is finally live. So yeah, I'm willing to bet the majority of you don't even have a clue what the hell Golem is, because this was probably an ICO before a lot of you guys even know what the hell a cryptocurrency was. So that's my guess, but I bought into this at ICO. And you were able to get it cheap as dirt. Like, I mean, I got a lot of it for pretty much next to nothing. Wouldn't it be nice to make some extra cash while browsing social media? That's the promise of Golem, a peer-to-peer market for putting your computer's excess CPU power to use for other people. And today, after 3 years and 14 software implementations later, it's going live on the Ethereum blockchain. So if you are following Golem and you happen to notice a rise in price, it's up 3.44%. Obviously, well, at one point it was at a high of $1, so that was a nice day. But it's obviously seen a little bit of price action and a nice solid spike recently, and now we know why. It's because they're officially launching finally, and so hopefully this will start catching some wind behind its sails, and away we go into the 2018 sunset. So I'm looking forward to that. Verge is going crazy. Strong performance lately. Verge, I know, what did I hear? I either read it or saw it somewhere recently that I guess some of the original partners of Verge, I guess there's supposed to be an announcement coming, but it might have even have been Superman talking about it, because I did watch his video this morning. But anyway, I think they were saying something about how the original partners were going into it. So, I thought this was kind of funny. Lawsuit alleges JP Morgan Chase overcharged crypto buyers. I mean, come on. Are we ever going to stop with the shit around JP Morgan? Like, every time I turn around, they're either taking a dump on crypto, they're buying into crypto, and now a proposed class action lawsuit has been filed against JP Morgan Chase, alleging that the bank overcharged its credit card customers when they used funds to purchase cryptocurrencies. Brady Tucker, the plaintiff named in the April 10th complaint, said that Chase Bank incorrectly charged him $143.30 in fees and $20 in interest stemming from purchases made using his Chase card in January and February. The bank was a number. Brady is being represented by Finkelstein, and I mean, okay. The complete lack of fair notice to Chase's cardholders caused them to unknowingly incur millions of dollars in cash advance fees and sky-high interest charges on each and every. This is why we need cryptocurrency, to just get rid of these assholes, to just get rid of it. Like, my own mortgage is owned by Wells Fargo. Like, I pay Wells Fargo. And to me, in my opinion, just all of the crooked shit that's been going on with them for years now. And just, nothing's ever being done about any of it. These guys can basically just run carte blanche all over the place. And the only recourse they really ever get is if there's a class action lawsuit that drives these guys to honesty. And it's really frustrating. these guys are exactly why I love crypto so much. But what sucks is the money that's going to be coming into cryptocurrency, a lot of it's coming from guys like this, groups like this, I should say. And so, it's really just as soon as the regulations really start getting finalized and everybody has a very clear understanding of how cryptocurrency is going to be regulated, as well as security on that front, that's when a lot of this big institutional money is going to start pouring in. And, these guys are going to be doing everything they can to screw and make as much money as humanly possible at every turn. My hope is that the very nature of cryptocurrency doesn't allow them to. Like, okay, it's one thing if you want to buy in, cash out at profit, that's cool. But I'll tell you what, man, I'm going to be all over every crooked bullshit effort that these major companies are going to try in the cryptocurrency field, because I don't like it. I don't like it. The good old boys. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I hope the class action lawsuit is valid. I hope they have a real case. I mean, obviously, if you get a group like Finkelstein and Krinkst, LLP, to represent you in something like this, there's obviously, they obviously see dollar signs and a lot of potential for a win, or they wouldn't be taking the case on. Cases like this, I don't think they get a dime unless they win. So, but, and I will say this just to be fair, because I do like to try and be fair. Lawyers love opportunities to sue big money players like this because they know it's just typically they'll settle. You know what I mean? If they have any valid case whatsoever, the likelihood of these big corporations just settling to be done with it, and it's easy money. It's almost like ambulance chasing in some cases. But if there's valid claim and it proves that, I don't know who's at fault here. It could be a frivolous lawsuit. Maybe it's not. I doubt it. But we'll see what happens. I do plan on keeping tabs on that. And, based off of some of my recent predictions on coins, I didn't really give EOS a lot of credit. And so I thought I would share this because it does look interesting. EOS leads pack as top 10 cryptos see price upticks. Prices for the largest cryptocurrencies by market capitalization have risen during Wednesday's trading session. According to information from crypto data site OnChainFX, the top 10 cryptocurrencies are all up over the past 24 hours. Ultimately, I've been seeing a lot of stuff regarding EOS lately, and I could have been wrong. I could be wrong about them. We'll see how things transpire over the coming couple months, but I ultimately kind of predicted that EOS might get knocked down and by some of the new 3rd gen, 4th gen technology, but we'll see. Any cryptocurrency that's considered 2nd generation today could easily become 3rd gen with some proper forks and some new development. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so now, what happened to the stream? Never mind, fixed it. Yeah, I'm seeing 7 every once in a while on a bad day. I mean, it's beautiful outside, so I don't know exactly what's going on. I just reset the router again before I came up here, anticipating some issues. And of course, it's dropped frames detected 21% a minute ago. So there might be a little skipping. So I do apologize for that. I cannot wait because I cannot wait to just move and go to a place where I can get fiber optic. The key, Crow. Yeah, the key's going to be solid. All right, so the question, what's more profitable, mining or just investing the money you would typically spend on a mining rig? So here's the thing. I wrote a full-blown guide at one point. I've taken it down because I just redirected the domain. But I basically maxed out some credit cards when I first got into this. One of the first things I wanted to do was mine Ethereum. And so I read a bunch of guides. I was reading all about the hardware, how it all worked. I had never built anything quite like an Ethereum mining rig before. I mean, it was a 6 GPU mining rig. I had 6 1070 GTI. I don't even remember what the hell it was, but they were badass cards. Like I think I paid I think I paid like $350. No, I paid $550. I paid $550 for those cards. Wow. I paid a lot of money for the cards. And it was a beautiful rig. I was basically, so the rig cost me, if you were to try and build the same rig that I built today, it probably cost you anywhere between $4,000 and $4,500. Okay. Now, some people, they say, well, if I run like ASICs miners that you could buy, if you're on a waiting list with like Bitmain or some of the other providers, you could potentially get some of these things for $1,000 to $1,500. But that's almost impossible, because these huge companies that make a shit ton of money off of it, they get on the waiting list, they buy out the entire inventory, and then they resell it all on eBay and Amazon at like 3 and 4 time markups, 4x markups. It's ridiculous what they do. And what sucks even more is that Bitmain basically lets them get away with it, which is one of the big reasons why a lot of people hate Bitmain. That, and they really try to control everything. When it comes to mining, they try to control the market. Now, if you were lucky enough to score one of those machines for like $1,000 or $2,000, that's still pretty high. But you get really good hash rates. However, when you buy those, all you can mine are specifically what those ASICs were built for, or those individual miners. So you're either mining Bitcoin or you're mining this or that. Like I know Sia Coin recently, I'm pretty sure they came out. I don't know if it's officially shipped yet or not, but I'm pretty sure it was close the last I looked at it, which was a while ago. But Sia Coin was coming out with their own miner, and I almost actually bought one just for giggles. But the waiting list was like 6 months, and all of that, so I didn't bother. Long story short, if I had $4,000 or $5,000 and I were looking to either build a miner, buy a miner, a series of miners, or just invest the money, I will, let me help you kind of understand a little bit about what you're looking at. So let's say I spent $4,000 to build an Ethereum miner, okay? Now that Ethereum miner, if I'm building it, I can swap out the mining software and all of that stuff and change it to whatever, like there's a site, what to mine. So this site will actually teach you, it'll kind of tell you what some of the best coins are to mine at any particular time based off of the current market value and the hash rate of your machine. So this is one site that I used to reference a lot to kind of give me a heads up as to what's to mine. Now there's another one, I don't remember what it was because I don't have any of these bookmarks anymore. But there was another one, basically you just log in and it gives you the top 3 coins to mine, 1, 2, 3, it gives you the best one. And you never know what that's going to be. At one point it was Music Coin. I think there was another point where Verge was the number 1 coin. And it's all based off of your hashing power, the complexity of the mining algorithm, and how much you can pull out in a day. Now, this site, like if you just plug in Ethereum mining calculator, Crypto Compare comes up with one of the first sites. Now, my mining rig that I had built for about $4,000 it would get about 190 mega hash a second, okay? Which is pretty good. And even when I built the miner, it was significantly more money per month than this. It was about $300, I think, around $300 a month. And that was when Ethereum was only like $250. I mean, back then, Ethereum had, I think at one point, it even dropped like $160 or something like that. That shows you how far back, but at the same time, how far we've come. So this is based off of current Ethereum value. What you have to take into account is, as Ethereum is more profitable to mine, more miners are turning back on their Ethereum mining rigs instead of other more, like right now, there probably aren't as many people mining Ethereum. Maybe they are because they're anticipating the increase in value. So they're trying to get their hands on as much as possible. I haven't done a lot of calculations on the current climate yet or right now, but in a nutshell, if I went out and I spent $4,000 right now on a mining rig, I'm making about $116 a month. That's after paying your cost per kilowatt. Maybe you have a 1% pool fee. Is it worth it? Let's just say that Ethereum, so right now it's at $400. Let's just say this is quadrupled. Let's say I'm making $400 a month. Okay, so I spend $4,000 to make $400 a month. Well, what if I just put my $4,000 and invested it directly into Ethereum? Okay, so I take that $4,000. All right. Well, you can't see it, but let's say Ethereum's $400. All right, so I take my $4,000. I just buy 10 Ethereum. And then when that 10 Ethereum goes up to, let's just say it goes up, because it's going to go up to $2,000 this year, I'm sure. I'm willing to bet. So let's just say it goes to $2,000. Well, that's $20,000. Where am I going to make more money? I'm going to make more money just buying the Ethereum and holding on to it instead of trying to build a miner. The idea typically is, oh, well, if I build a miner, and this is what I thought. You know, if I build my miner, well, I'm able to do a whole hell of a lot of different stuff. I can mine this coin or that coin, and it's basically like this thing that keeps on giving. Some of the things that you also really don't take into account is, like, with me in particular, and I think it's because I have just shitty internet where I'm at. I have connection issues a lot, and the mining rig that I built really just shut down Wi-Fi in our house. Like, and I tried all kinds of stuff. I tried buying brand new, like $150 routers to extenders, all kinds of stuff. And of course, my mining rig was hardwired into everything, so it was a pain. Is his voice ratio off to video? All right, let's see here. So anyway, that being said, right now, if you had a choice, if you had like $4 or $5,000 you wanting to spend, and you said, well, what do I do? Do I want to be a miner? Do I want everybody's making all of this money mining? You know, even like right now, even if you were doing $400 a month, like if Ethereum were worth $2,000, well, what's going to happen is that $2,000 valuation of Ethereum, or that $2,000 price of Ethereum, is going to send the number of people trying to mine it much, much higher. So then the amount of Ethereum you're able to mine in the same time frame is going to be less. Overall, it's just, in my opinion, especially right now, given where we're at in the current market, my opinion is you will make significantly more money just buying into the coins you want and holding them, instead of spending all the money on mining rigs, you know, increasing your electric bill, dealing with all of that stuff, and just the babysitting that you have to do when it comes to mining as well. Does fiber speed help mining? I would think that it probably does to a certain degree. Yeah, I mean, if anything, even if fiber optics, if it allowed you to mine and then have enough internet power left over for everything else you want to do in the house, yeah, that would help. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. I mean, I wanted to kind of say hello and let you guys know what's going on. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, mining is nowhere near as profitable as just directly investing in cryptocurrency right now. Now, later down the road, when, you know, if Ethereum's worth $2,500 and, you know, Bitcoin's $20,000, $30,000, whatever, you know, I mean, the people that have been mining up to this point are probably making a fortune, but you don't even know if the mining rig that you buy or built is going to last you a solid year before you're having to spend more money replacing things. And it's just a headache that I chose. Like, when I got into it thinking, you know, I want to mine, and maybe I'll build this rig, and then maybe I'll build another. A buddy of mine built 5 beautiful rigs, like 12 GPU rigs, all custom built, configured flawlessly, the whole nine. He's even like, I'm done with this shit. So, you know, and he put a lot of money into his rigs. So, you know, I can tell you right now, I would just invest. All right, any questions, any legitimate questions about anything going on? I'm going to cut this video at 30 minutes so people can get in, get out, and then we'll move right along. I was going to be doing an interview tonight at 8 p.m. with the CEO of Blue Whale, but we weren't able to get in contact with them to get like the Skype information and all that stuff at time, and so I basically made other plans. So we're going to have to do that another time. Even better if you put 4K in Profit Trailer. Yeah, I mean, if you have a 4K budget and you're using it in Profit Trailer, it's going to make you some solid returns. Do you like QuantStamp? Yes, I own QuantStamp. I like QuantStamp. I like it a lot, actually. I think they're going to do pretty well. XVG, is it going up? Yes, I'm sure it will. Encash, I keep hearing about it, but I still have not looked into it. Maybe I'll actually do that tonight once I'm done with everything else. Will EOS end above Cardano in market cap total by end of the year? Ooh, them's fighting words right there. I don't know. I don't know. That's a really tough call. I would have to really dive deep into both of them and kind of calculate where they're at, what they're doing, and just put them all side by side. If you guys are interested, maybe that can be one of the next videos I do, an EOS versus Cardano comparison. I know that a lot of people have been comparing Cardano with Ethereum Classic, which to me, Ethereum Classic is kind of a moot point. I don't even think about that. Okay. Debitum. I'm big on Debitum. Please do that video. Okay, I might look into that. You are like the big bro of crypto. Much love. Thanks, I appreciate it. I don't answer questions about that here, Jabed. Also, you can trade cards in for roughly 50% of what they cost, so the investment may be less than 4K. Yeah, I mean, well, hell, I mean, in some case, like the video cards that I bought for my mining rig, I didn't realize it at the time I sold my rig. I sold my rig for $4,000. But when I calculated because the cards that I bought for the rig, because they were Founders Edition cards, you couldn't even buy them anywhere anymore. So I could have sold my rig for $6,000, honestly, but I didn't care. I mean, I got what I paid and I learned a lot, and it got me where, it was fine with it. The Joe Rogan of crypto. Dude, I love Joe Rogan, man. I really do love Joe Rogan. I love Eddie Bravo. I love all of those guys. I mean, I feel like Joe Rogan and I would get along so well just because we're both such straight up, no bullshit, but ultimately pretty funny mother effers. I just watched Joe Rogan's video where he got his black belt from 10th Planet the other night, and I was actually really touched by it. Like, he had a couple tears, and I love Joe Rogan. I mean, he's wicked smart, and he's such a realist, man. I love people that remind me of me because I'm pretty cool. How much is steady revenue worth? Well, depends on how much that revenue is. Crow, would you do a Joe Rogan podcast and smoke weed with him and talk crypto? Hell yes, I would. Hell yes, I would. And that would be some crazy fun stuff too, let me tell you. But Joe Rogan doesn't even know I'm alive, so that'll never happen. Love your videos, dude. Thank you, Javed. Okay. That's what my first thought was when I saw you. I haven't heard a lot of recently is Negan. I haven't heard about Negan recently. So, yeah. Mining versus masternodes. Which one wins in 2018? I'm going to guess masternodes. To be quite honest with you. Kind of the same principle. Just buy the coin. And if you can run a masternode or it's like a proof of stake coin like Neo or something like that. Hopefully soon the crypto crow coin. Yeah. Let's spam Rogan and make this happen. Hashtag mass adoption. Go for it. If Joe Rogan ever called me and he was like, "Hey man, I've been getting stalked by all your crypto followers. Let's talk crypto." I'd be there in a heartbeat. I will give you guys an update. Some of the guys updated me. It looks like I am actually going to be going and doing a blockchain conference in Vegas. So I'm waiting on that. I haven't checked my email all day. I emailed him back last night. And I said, yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. I told him, I said, my stipulations are I've got to fly first class and it's got to be a straight flight. Like, that's it. And they're like, okay, no problem. We'll do it. So, yeah, my wife and I are going to go to Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. So it's going to be a fun time. I'm going to actually have a link for all of you guys that want to meet, hang out. You know, you guys want to call a lot of you guys have been talking about doing like a gathering, a crypto crow kind of gathering. We could do it in Vegas at this big conference. They already told me they'll support it. They'll help me get it done. And so if you guys are interested, I'll be updating everybody on that very soon. And yes, I will actually be flying. I'm going to be flying. I told him, I said, look, I think I can swing it if I'm flying first class and I get wasted. Like, I think I'll be all right. But I'm never sitting in a little cigar box airplane again, ever. So yeah. So yeah, I'll keep everybody posted on that, and I'll get all the information and all the details, and I'll put it in the next video I do after I get it all. So yeah, anybody wants to go hang out in Vegas, man, that's what we're going to do. So I will keep you guys posted. On that note, continue to crow your coins, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this here and find out exactly what the hell's going on with my connection, because I'm seeing these drop frames and I don't want this video to be terrible. So best crypto channel. I hope so. I try. I really, I've got big plans. I really do. It's not just about all the paid reviews, folks. It really isn't. There's a lot of stuff I'm trying to prepare for. But the paid reviews let me kind of research something, decide whether or not I like it, do a video, and make the money that I need to support everything else I'm trying to do. So thank you for bearing with me. And honestly, I think, ultimately it really is helpful to a lot of you guys, even though you can't buy into the ICOs right now. I think it's going to help a lot of you guys that are paying close attention. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Crow your coins, and I will see you very, very soon. I love each and every one of you, even you trolls. See you.